Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Puerto with Spring Solutions LLC. In this video, I am going over, this is a part 2 to the video that I did about a year ago, talking about payout times and what type of payments you get from certain districts. This is a part 2. I'm adding 5 additional districts that are new so that you can see basically what the deal is there. How long does it usually take? What's the level of difficulty, that type of thing. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Please note that I am not an attorney. This information is not indicated as legal advice. I apologize in advance if I sound a little congested or nasally because I am. I'm a little bit sick. This change of weather gets me every year, but I'll be fine. So the Northern District of Mississippi, that's one that I got. It's a new one that I got a deal in. Different district. Overall, it was really easy to work in. Documents were easy to locate. I didn't actually have to speak to the staff. I didn't have any deficiencies or anything. I didn't need to call them for anything. So I'm not sure how friendly they are or helpful. I would assume that they are. But the level of difficulty was a 1. The EFT is what I got, an electronic fund transfer as the type of payment. It took about 5 weeks, and I'm going to post videos to the part 1 video that I did with all those different districts and to the different deals that correspond with what I'm talking about. I'm going to post a lot of videos in the cards so that you can take a look in case you haven't seen them, and where I just go over the case and, generally speaking. The next one on here, the Western District of Virginia. If you recall, the Eastern District of Virginia is one that doesn't work with third parties. You can actually get money by helping the debtor fill in the documents for a small commission because the courts don't work in that district third party directly. But the Western District, same state, different side. My student got a deal there, and it took about 6 weeks. They did send an EFT payment. The level of difficulty was about a 2. It was a deceased deal. And I think in that video, I hadn't gotten my deceased deal completed yet. And so I was kind of coaching her along with that. That was her first deceased deal. But that made it slightly difficult, but not terribly difficult. Overall, she was able to get it completed. So pretty easy to work in that area. Colorado, a level of 4 because you're going to be waiting forever for them to process it. I think the documents are pretty standard. It's not a priority, or maybe they're really busy. It just doesn't, they don't move fast there either. They do give you an EFT, which is nice, but just know if you work there, it's going to take a long time. Another one, and I covered that in the previous video, but I have one now pending in Alabama that I've covered. The Middle District, I've had one since April that's been pending. Nothing wrong. Nothing's missing. Nobody objected. They just take forever. I call like every 3 weeks and I'm like, hey, call the clerk. And I'm like, is my order on the top of the list? Like, is the judge going to sign it today? Did he lose it? Is it underneath the desk? Like, help me out here. What's going on? And it's not even that much money and not a big claim. They just take a long time in certain districts, just so you know. Another one that's on here is the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. I covered that. My student got a deal here. It's a level 10 or more on this list because they set a hearing, so you have to actually have a phone hearing covering your case and covering your documents. And then the list for the unclaimed fund is nowhere to be found online yet. You actually have to go to the courthouse, and I believe it's only on certain days where this particular clerk allows you to have access to them. And I think you have to call ahead and say, hey, I'm coming. Can you pull these years for me or what have you? So that's sort of the way that they do it there. So that makes it difficult. Obviously, if you're on the West Coast, you can't come over there and do it. Or if you're a few hours away, I mean, that's just how it is there. For now, it could change, but that makes it really difficult. Processing it took maybe about 8 weeks. But yeah, they're really kind of backwards, and they're a little bit behind on getting their stuff updated. So maybe with people doing it, and maybe this particular student being the front runner in this district, maybe they will change it. If you keep knocking down the door hard enough, somebody has to open it, or it has to get knocked down, to be honest. The Puerto Rico district, about a year ago, I think I left this off my past video where I covered these particular districts and payout times. I left this one off. I had a student about a year ago that got a few deals in Puerto Rico, and she said it took like 3 months. It took a long time. The level of difficulty is about an 8. She did get an EFT payment for these, but I think they were down a bankruptcy court judge. I think Puerto Rico at one point, or maybe currently, had filed bankruptcy as a whole U.S. territory. So they had a lot of changes. It was pretty messy. And maybe that added to the difficulty in that. I'm not sure now, like almost a year later, I haven't had anybody had a deal in Puerto Rico. I believe they do want you to speak Spanish, which I don't. So if there's a student out there that is working in Puerto Rico in the districts, let me know when you get a deal there how the process is now, because maybe it has changed. Again, things can are subject to change at any time. Judges get moved around, they lack staff, they get new staff. I mean, there's always stuff that's going on behind the scenes that we're not privy to knowing, to be honest. So this is basically a short video, but I wanted to come on here and show you. I have one pending in New York now. That's a different district. I'm hoping that it will be approved so I can come on and just give you some more feedback from different districts. It's taken some time to get them in all districts. That's going to take a while, but I'm getting there slowly by giving you information on certain districts so that you can see, again, the level of difficulty or ease, and then that it's possible too to get to work in one state and to get deals in other districts as well. It is possible. So I hope that this video is helpful. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
This particular student for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, there's a question mark by payout type because she hasn't gotten paid yet. She got an order approving her funds, but I'm not sure if it's going to be an EFT payment or a check form. This was just processed not too long ago. So I'll keep you posted with that payout type. Or she can just comment in the comment section. Let me know, student, you know who you are out there in Pennsylvania. When you get your check, let us know if it's EFT or a check form. All right, thanks.